Action.
Your action.
Just let me get it out of my system.
He's nice, isn't he? Right, Twiggy. So, urea, is that better? Can you see my face?
Yeah.
Is it over my chin?
There's a big shadow.
Right, so, urea, right, AdBlue. So, Hannah's laughing. Let me teach you a quick short of what the AdBlue system does. So, come here, Twiggy, come behind me. Right, here is your AdBlue injector. The AdBlue injector has...
Face your camera.
You can't face my camera. You press that one there, and then you should be able to do that. Yeah? Right. So, AdBlue injector sprays out, but the AdBlue injector won't spray out until it's about 5.5 to 6 bar of pressure. So the AdBlue sprays, and as it sprays, it evaporates and then goes into the SCR system, which is your catalytic converter. You've got your catalytic converter at the front, and as it sprays into it, it mixes within the chemicals. There will be a swirl in here as well. And as the air pushes from the exhaust, swirls into it, and then it attaches itself on the molecules, which is your NOx, which is your harmful gases, and then it sort of coats them, and then what happens is it burns at a really high temperature when it's trying to do a regen, and then it spits the good bits out of the back end. And you know that the SCR is here because the DPF pressure sensors are here and here. Come around, Twiggy. DPF pressure sensors are here and here, so your DPF is here and your catalytic converter is there. So it sprays in, attaches the molecules around the NOx, and then as it attaches it, it breaks it down because it can burn at a high temperature, and it spits it out. So the way to diagnose this is, first of all, go to your Diag, and on all of these Vivaros, Peugeots, Citroens, and whatever they are nowadays, it'll read on your Diag 4 bar. So the 4 bar of pressure that it's reading can be 0, but the minimum reference that it'll give you is a 4 bar, and you don't know what it is. So you've got to get the AdBlue pressure test kit, which is in the tool room, to plug it in here and then work your pump and to see if it goes to 6 bar. If it goes to 6 bar, it'll relieve your thingy, and then you can back probe your injector and it'll release it to spray. So you can have your injector out and you can get your pressure up by turning your tank on and pressing it. The reason why they fail, 90% of the time why they fail, is the tanks go low. Once the tanks go low, the crystals start creating in the filter, which is at the base of it, and with the crystals then block up the filter, what go to the pump, and inside the pump, have you got a pen? I'll show you quick. Top row.
In the top row.
In the top drawer. Right, I'm going to get a box, wait there. Watch this. Yeah, this one. Right, this is amazing, this. So, inside your AdBlue tank. You got your AdBlue tank, you got a fill going into your AdBlue tank, yeah? So that's in to fill it up to a certain level, yeah? And then you've got your out, which in the bottom of here is you've got a pump, what builds it up to 6 bar of pressure. And then that goes from the pump to a switch, and then a switch goes to an accumulator valve. Do you know, like, you get back pressure on exhaust?
Yeah.
So that has a spring inside it. A spring inside this. So you got a pump, pumps 6 bar of pressure into a switch. That goes, yes, you've put me enough pressure in, and then it pushes the diaphragm back. So that is a canister about that big. We might strip that open in a bit. Canister about that big, and it pushes it in, and it pushes a piston back, so it holds pressure within this area. And the pressure, if your AdBlue goes, I'm spraying AdBlue, it pushes the piston to keep the constant pressure at 6 bar to come out, right? So then that, as you AdBlue opens and goes to your spray nozzle, they like that, right? As it sprays out with your 2 wires, that goes, I want electric. So it gives a plus and gives a minus, and it goes open and it goes tsh, right? So what happens is the filter at the bottom of this blocks up, gets crystals in it, and if it doesn't block up there, your pump fails, which is about like a washer pump. It's that big, it's like a washer pump. But then to keep the pressure in there, this valve closes. So it goes pump, 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 pump into the accumulator, and it stops it going back. But did you also know that this is so clever that it draws the pressure back up the pipe into the accumulator?
That's crazy.
So it pulls this spring back automatically. So it draws the pressure back from the injector. So it relieves the pressure from the injector.
Like a safety.
Like a safety valve. So the reason why it fails is either circuit board, pump, your pressure pressure holding thingy, or the accumulator. And then obviously you've got your injector that fails. So this could work and it just spit out, and then you've got all crystals coming out your tailpipe. You take out the sensor and you've got crystals everywhere around here. Or it's leaking. But also what we're finding, and that's P2 Echo Bravo number if it's your pump failure. But what we're getting recently is P2 Echo Echo, P20 Echo Echo, right? And that is where something in the system started to fail. Maybe your AdBlue injector, maybe it's not shutting off and it's constantly blowing. And in your catalytic converter, so you've got your AdBlue injector here, and it sprays into your thingy, and in your cat you've got your DPF, which burns at higher temperature to burn the molecules out, and in the front it's got this, and this is one of our customers, Chris. He's got a Vauxhall combo. This is a P20 EE number. So a year ago it failed, his AdBlue injector. So it sprayed in and it saturated his cat. And what's happened?
Oh yeah, I remember the job we were doing.
So it's failed and it's saturated his cat. So as it started to do a regen, it's got that hot as it's been doing a regen, these particles have exploded.
Smashed a cat to pieces.
Smashed a cat to pieces, because these, like popcorn effect, these are popping like this, and he's knackered his cat. So that's his
from a faulty injector.
P20EE is your NOx efficiency is below required amount because your cat is knackered. Because we've got a working AdBlue, we've got a working pump, we've got a working switch, and we've got a working accumulator. So that system is working, and then what happens is you get the crystallization at the end, your stars at the end, your little bits. But because it's popcorned, this is what's happened to Chris's, and there you go. So it's a really, really simple setup, AdBlue. It's just people think it's difficult. Does that look simple?
Looks simple enough.
Looks simple enough, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And there's ways to test this. We've got the kit in there. We've got the pressure. Do you want me to run quickly? Wait there. Wait there. Stay there. I'm running. He can't. I've got this microphone. I've got the microphone. I've got the microphone. I got the microphone, Twiggy. Don't get her face in it, mate. She's got face of radio. Right. So.
Hey, up, Laser. What's our number?
What's our number, Laser? Our number is 8060. So this is the kit. you get this, and it literally is, plug it in here. Yeah? Plug it on there, you can read it.
Just in line.
Just in line. Straight, simple kit.
In line your feed pipe gives you a pressure reader.
The system on your diag will tell you it's at 4 bar. You could have 0 bar.
Default number.
Default number, it's got AdBlue in it anyway. So your default number is 4 bar. So no matter what you do, you go, I've got 4 bar, it should be working.
But it hasn't, it's lying.
It's lying because it won't reference less than that.
And that's why we need laser tools.
To tell you, you need your diag to probe it, blah, blah, blah. AdBlue.
Take that home for me, wall.
Wait. We can thingy. Get myself a nice picture. Look at that. That's gonna be my thingy, isn't it? What's it called?
Pictures.
No. Thumbnail. There you go. Let me turn my microphone on.
Let's turn it off. I'm not swear all the way through it.
It's okay. I'm really good at editing now. So, talking about the AdBlue, the reason that the way, was it recording? The way you check, is this a Land Rover?
Jaguar, yeah.
Right, have you checked the tailpipe? It's a little bit. His EGR filters be blocking up. Right. So, the way that they check the harmful gases what come out the exhaust with the AdBlue is through a NOx sensor, because the NOx, I will find out some technical stuff and then put on the screen of what NOx do to you. They kill you more or less, slowly and painfully. But this is your sensor. They're about 600 quid. It's ridiculous. Anyway, Ace is here. He's going to use the heat inductor. He's not allowed in because he's got a face radio. And there you go. Two. What? Alfie.
Dean.
So Volvo. What's up with a Volvo?
Turbo.
No. What?
Turbo.
No, it's oofing oil out. So we've gone to it. We found massive oil residue coming out from the turbo area. But also there's like a plenum chamber, which is pre-turbo, where it comes from... Guy, just a minute. Can't hear myself. Think. Right, so what we've found is underneath the air intake here that's grime. Down at the exit of the intercooler is covered in oil. But you can see here, come around this side, can you see that? Look at the oil what's been dripping out. So the oil's been dripping out of the air intake. Right, which is part of etc. So, we've gone to the turbo. There is turbo residue out the back of the, pre-turbo. There's oil coming pre-turbo. So then it goes to like a plenum chamber down here, which is full of oil. And this here is a breather pipe from your PCV valve, which is your crankcase breather valve in your rocker cover. So I'm thinking, we can't really test this without. I think we should try and do a test on it. I'll take this pipe off here and see. Let's see. Start your engine, Alfie. Put that on there. Start your engine. Well, yeah, stop there. Why do you do it like that?
I'm pulling it down.
Where are you pulling it to? Start your engine. Go on. You pulled it down. Is that enough? Yeah. Is that enough? Yeah. Right. So, what I've done is put the cap on and see how much pressure comes out the engine. Go on. I don't know if you can hear. the crankcase, although it's a positive crankcase pressure, is building up, I'd say, excessive oil pressure, excessive crank pressure. So if I was to put that back on, get it clicked. That's on, right. You can see the air, let me see. Can I hold that all there please, like that?
Got it.
You can see, if I get my glove, the air blowing out of the engine oil cap. So I don't think there's too much pressure in the engine. I think the PCV valve is done. Let's take that air intake off down at the bottom. It's going to take a while. I'll get some authorisation off the customer. Right, thanks, Alfie!